The job of leading the Justice Society is anything but easy. Thankfully, Hawkman is not alone. Enter faithful friend and longtime teammate, Dr. Fate. Part paranormal prophet, part merciless mage, Dr. Fate first appeared in his own self-titled strip within the pages of More Fun Comics number 55. Ken Nelson's life would forever change when he unearthed the tomb of the wizard Nabu, a mystical force hidden within the helmet of Fate. Now serving as a Lord of Order, Dr. Fate is tasked with keeping chaos in check and bringing balance to the world. Who better to bring charm and humanity to this complex supernatural superhero than Pierce Brosnan?
I play Dr. Fate, one of the oldest characters in the DC comic realm. He has the power to teleport, to foresee the future.
Dr. Fate is very wise, the moral compass of the team. He really has a macro view of the universe.
Your thoughts are better spent on the things you can change, not those you can't. Kent, his father was an archaeologist, and when he was a young boy, they entered the tomb and they found the golden helmet. And in doing so, the father passed away. There was a curse on it, so there's demons within him.
With Dr. Fate, there is the emotional turmoil that he's going through.
And yet he is a very kind and personable fellow. I thought the two of you did great work. First time out, bravo.
You wanted an actor that just automatically you knew, you loved, and you respected.
Pierce Brosnan, for God's sakes. Call him Father Pierce. He is a living legend. And literally the nicest, most down-to-earth human I've ever met in my life.
Dr. Fate is almost like a god, and it's very intimidating. To have Pierce Brosnan, who is so warm and sensitive, really brought another layer of complexity to the role.
Having done James Bond there for 10 years, 4 films, nothing compares to this.
The Justice Society continues to expand with new recruits. Young heroes committed to doing good, but also ready to have a good time while doing it. And as we see in Black Adam, junior status aside, the forecast calls for justice.
Cyclone and Atom Smasher, it's the first time that they go out on a mission, so you have that dynamic of the senior versus the new recruits.
What are you doing? Hey, hey, hey!
They're newcomers to the JSA. They're two young people trying to figure out like how to utilize their power.
I'll be right there!
Atom Smasher is awesome. He's so funny.
He can modify his molecular structure at will. He controls the density of his body.
Atom Smasher in the comics is a little bit more of kind of a straight-laced character, not as much fun, and I think Noah makes Smasher fun.
I'm coming, I'm zeroing in on your location!
Maxine Hunkel is a 19-year-old girl. She can manipulate wind patterns and also affect sound waves. Understanding Cyclone was understanding the intersection between modern dance, acrobatics, circus work, and combat.
Their chemistry with Noah was phenomenal.
Noah is like my brother. We'll just like come up with new things every take and then just run with it and like riff.
What do you do?
Wind. You?
I grow.
It makes sense for this story because we're both just trying to figure it out, and I feel like in real life we're just honestly trying to figure it all out.
There might be a little spark of something in that, but that is clearly not the most important thing, right? They need to stay alive, and they have a mission that they need to complete.
Smasher, Cyclone, what are you waiting for?
Come on, let's go!
Okay.
They both have complicated, really cool histories that do impact their characters. The way Cyclone got their powers was through a villain.
The nanobots were injected into my bloodstream by this really messed up scientist who kidnapped me when I was 15.
Atom Smasher is the godson of the Atom, but he's the grandson of a villain in the DC universe named Cyclotron.
How's my suit?
You know, I used to watch you all the time as a kid. This is literally the only thing that I've ever wanted.
Yeah. Don't let anything happen to it. It's vintage.
My grandfather was kind of the black sheep of the family. So there's a lot of me that wants my uncle's approval.
Cyclone, she's the granddaughter of Ma Hunkel, a very famous character who was the Red Tornado back in the day.
Not only do I feel like Cyclone in this story is making her grandmother proud, but for me personally, I feel like I'm making my family proud, showing them like what's possible.
I remember the first fitting, I put this bad boy on and looked in the mirror and I was like, oh wow.
It's honestly amazing for me, like being a trans and non-binary person, to like see myself like be a part of a project like this.
Absolutely wanted to be a superhero when I was a kid, and it's insane being able to bring that to fruition.
It's easy to let your imagination soar over the possibilities of which new heroes might fill the seats. That's such a thrill in the comics, the changing of the guard, the ever-evolving roster. The possibilities are endless. Where there's a Hawkman, there's usually a Hawk girl. And Dr. Fate's helmet has a nasty habit of finding a new owner in no time. Are Cyclone and Atom Smasher ripe for a reunion with their costumed kin? And what will become of Black Adam? The DC film universe keeps growing, getting bigger, badder, more breathtaking and electrifying. The call for heroes is sounding louder, and the Justice Society will be there to answer it. Here's to now. Here's to what's next. Here's to the JSA. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you around the way.